What's up guys, Wraec is here with another live stream, and today once again in AFK journey, and I have to say, it's been rather long. I don't know why, we used to do fairly, quite a lot of live streams actually, fairly often, and I didn't have to change a whole lot, because our last live stream right here was in fact also Dimensional Hero. It was for Pandora, so yeah. That was quite a while ago. No Idle Heroes today. Idle Heroes tomorrow. We'll go into Idle Heroes tomorrow. Black Friday event will be an absolute blast. Will be quite fun. Can spoiler for the Idle Heroes people that went into this live stream. I can spoiler. We are going to use the A- core that we are going to get on the new Fortress hero. What was her name? Maribel? Something like this. We are going to use her on her. And maybe we're going to see if we can get a nice copy. Hope for Hyrule. We'll see. Hyrule is also a nice topic because that is also what we are trying to achieve today right here. We have the Dimensional callback, which I still hope has to... Oh, it should have, right? It should have the summoning animation with Pandora. Because the thing was, the last one with Pandora herself didn't have the Pandora summoning animation. It had the normal one. So I hope this one does have the right one. We do have Laios and Marcille here, and already the first, well, kind of surprise, being that Laios, who I thought would be great, apparently is fairly mid, and Mercil turned out to be a damage monster apparently. So yeah, we are going to see. I'm fairly open. We are going to summon for Mercil, who's supposedly better, and at least going to have to go to P3. At least that's the goal. Hell, Skylo, what are you doing here? Trying to check out if I get some nice summons for Marcille? I sure hope so. Delicious and Dungeon collab is also really nice. I wanted to watch the anime, but it's only on Netflix. Netflix anime. And I cancelled my Netflix a while ago. But they have some nice animes now, which is cool. So maybe I'll have to go back to that. What's the animation? Let's check that out. Ah, okay. I mean, we saw that already in the trailer. It's a good one. So, apparently... Wait, where is it? Apparently her damage is quite insane. This one, I think it was. After chanting for 3 seconds, explosive spell. That one does 400% damage. And this supposedly absolutely nukes. Absolutely nukes. I don't know. We have to check it out. We are going to go and do some playtesting, of course. Is the idea. The idea is first summons, then playtest. I released some videos for the last heroes with pretty similar design. And I want to do some PvP teams with Marcille. So mainly with Marcille, really. 6 range is good. What else do we have? It was the haste. Haste they set to 18. They did start Pioneer, I think, just now. Pioneer server. Don't understand why they went for that. And release Pioneer server today, where arguably people should focus on this. I think it's a very, very weird idea to do that. Either before the collab or afterwards. I think 2-3 days before that would have been good. I've seen some replays of Marcille in PvP, battles taking less than 10 seconds, even with Paragon deficit. I saw her destroying some heroes with like 2 Paragon levels higher than her. Like her being Supreme plus destroying Paragon 2 teams. So I'm quite insane. I saw her one-shotting Siren. Just like at the start of the battle, it was just like Siren instantly vanishing. So that will be quite insane. At 3 stacks she becomes unaffected. Okay. That's fun. During battle, Marcille recovers 10 additional energy per second for each ally who's currently providing her with a buff. Up to 3 stacks. So it is kind of interesting because this is not necessarily like a temporary buff like it was for Perseus, so it's a lot easier to actually do. And that's why I also heard that she's like immune to all controlled effects. And I mean, with a lot of compilations and a lot of teams that you set up, you instantly have like 3 allies providing her a buff. Imagine you put her with Ravion, just because she has high damage at the start, and then you would just go and add like a few other things. Oh wait, by the way, I was a bit worried for a second. I thought we missed that. Because the thing is, and I don't know, I like this frame, Nether Overlord. I just saw like the comment here from Dawn Gamer. I'm waiting for a new cosmetic video and RPSI cosmetic pull video. I guess that was Rosy Cosmetics. How he still had, we could still get the frame. I think the frame is really cool. It would be another 40 pulls though, so I don't know. I had the high hope that we get a few more here. I'm not too sure. Should we go for it? Should we go for it? Not today anyway. It's a question for another time. So, we do have, of course, Dragon Crystals. What a question. Of course we do have Dragon Crystals. And we can, in fact, use them in this event as well. They did kind of make the same design they used to do for the Fairy Tail collab, where we have those delicious or dimensional invites. They're called delicious dimensional invites this time. And again, there are some other packs too. The highest value one being the first one, as always. So this is like a must-have in my opinion. And then we have, like, as the next two packs, honestly, this one says 650% value, but you only get like 10 cards, so 10 summons. Not really that great. This one, however, this one gives you straight up a copy of Mercil. So we can kind of buy ourselves a copy of Mercil. And compared to like this one, look at that, it's also 650% value, gives you 40 tickets, which is the pity timer. So on pity timer, that could be just one copy for 1000 Dragon Crystals. And here you just have it for 500. So this is a lot better. We are in fact going to obtain Marcille and Laios by buying them from the trolley. Madness, if you ask me. I'm kind of thinking about how we proceed, because we are definitely going to have a 2,500 pack coming up. And we are going to have probably 1,250 pack, I reckon, for Laios. 8 tier. So 3,750, which means we could buy a few. And as far as I see it, this is still better in terms of like delicious dimensional invites per ticket. So I think we're just going to buy 3 for now, just in case they have both 2,500 packs. So, and I think with that we are rather prepared, so let's get into that. Marcille is a power crap dino and doesn't need temporary buffs. It's Dino V2, very similar. And we have to see about that. Like for Dino, what I really like, and what was still like not, how should I say this? It's rather underappreciated, the Mythic Plus ability. Just like this instant damage burst. I really like that. And I think that is something that people haven't appreciated really enough. And most would just want to get like a fast ult, want to get him into the air, which I can understand because he like gets immune there, so this is insane. But like really, you can do so much if you just get this Mythic Plus damage burst. And I think people could really incorporate that in many teams. I've seen a few versions of it also with Perseus, because you have so many temporary buffs already coming Perseus way, and on that note also then Dino's way. So you can make use of like this immediate Mythic Plus burst and get yourself some extra damage. Don't know if it's the best version. I prefer Lily May, but it's certainly interesting. So I think Dino versus Marcille is a lot better. I saw a lot of good things. I think we're just going to start with the first 10 bomb. I kind of want to unlock the packs on both of them first. Last time we had some problems with the quality on this animation actually, during the Fairy Tail collab. This is pretty cool, because we have, I mean, I've upgraded the tech that we have here. I have a better PC now. I have a lot of better recording equipment and everything. So, should be better. I just wanted to say I never really liked this animation, but it's not entirely true. What I don't really like is, I like this little light pillar, you know? If you do like an epic summon or a normal summon, you see the light pillars and then you know, okay, I got like 2 S-tier heroes and then you don't know which one, and I can think that makes it exciting. You don't really have this here, and you don't really have that for the Rosy Cosmetics. This little preview, oh, I got 2 pillars there or something. I think that would be really nice. Oh, they made this a little bit different. You see? There's like a little delicious and dungeon picture in there. So full pity time on the first one. Well, that is kind of bad, I would say. Kind of bad. Do they show the animation, summoning animation here? Oh yeah, there we go. Marcille, first copy. Well, second copy really, because we bought one. Leave this to me, I'll wipe them out. Maybe double on the first pull. Oh, that's a hamster. That's a hamster, ladies and gentlemen. We take Isabella, I guess. Let's skip this. And together. Okay, very, very cool. I take it. I take it. Let's unlock the pack. Let's unlock the pack for Laios and Marcille. I was thinking about Marcille P4 when I first saw her performance. The thing is, you get like a few summons and you get one copy of her for free. So, yeah, that's a bit of an issue. So we can't really go for P4. If you see a P4 right now, well, that person certainly overspent because you get like another copy of her for free. So it would be a shame to not just take that copy. I didn't really check the RNG for this one. We had some quite bad summons, but I think it was last time it was the same as for the normal rate up. I assume it's the same still, but nobody say like it's bad RNG. Could have checked that out. We should check that out. Let's maybe go over the events a little bit, not just in the playable area. Let's go, Marcille. We get the pack. Yeah, high value pack. Look at that. 105 summons here. We get a copy of Mercil. Very, very insane. So we take that. By the way, shout out LD Shop, and this time special shout out to LD Shop, and maybe a little bit of a recommendation for the people joining in early here. LD Shop, of course, you can get the cheapest dragon crystals there. You just have to go through the link down in the description, register an account. You not only support my channel, but you also get dragon crystals with a huge discount, and you get a 15% and a 5% discount coupon to make this even cheaper. But, and this is now the very interesting part for you guys, LD Shop was so happy with working together with me that they say, hey, Wraec, we are going to sponsor you a giveaway. And I was like, that's very nice of you guys. Let's do that. And so, in fact, I'm planning to do a video with Marcille. We're going to do a little bit of a PvP video with her. And this is going to be the next video that is going to be released on my channel. And in this video, I will also put the giveaway. The giveaway is 4 Classic Gazettes. So you will be able to just get a free Classic Gazette from LD Shop just on your account, which is very, very cool. And you will just have to comment on that video, basically. I will say it in the video too, but of course, for a lot of people, you might miss the video, you might do something else. Not a lot of people usually comment in the recent times. So if you just hear this today, keep an eye out for the video. Maybe a very easy way for you to get an easy Classic Gazette as well there. So that's just a recommendation. And maybe you want to have a free Classic Gazette. Will probably be rather easy. I think they said like I will sponsor 5 or 6 or something. That on some of my videos that would have been enough for everybody in the comments. Oh, in the recent times the comments have gone down. It's nothing compared to Idle Heroes. It's kind of a madness. On Idle Heroes sometimes I had like hundreds of comments, and AFK Journey is a lot less somehow. I don't know. Let's come Laios now. We're going to get the packs first. I want to get the packs out of the way so that I have a little bit of planning certainty. I mean, of course, here we have an 8 tier, right? Did they even make a special animation for him? I don't know. I'll see in a second. I hope. If not, I'm, as long as I don't get too unlucky. So hope that. Let's see, come on. Okay. We're really on the pity timer here. That is not good. Especially if you want to go for like a P3 Marcille. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. They did make an animation for Laios. It says new, which is a lie. Because we already own him. So, is that double? No, not a double. But instant pack. So you see. Okay. Yeah, as I expected. 1,250 for the pack. It is worth it. It is a good pack. We take it. It says 800% value, so at least higher. I often say like the percentages they say they are really like pretty accurate. Okay, now that we've got the Laios copy, we do get Laios. We get more Laios copies, right? It is not like only this one. I think it was like quite a lot. We have Delicious Recruit here with the trial stage. Probably can get some free gems there. Can I? Oh, let's check this out. Yeah, this big explosion there right at the start, this is apparently what really nukes. And there we see the skyfish. Ooh. It is faster than I thought. It is faster than I thought. But one thing that I notice, when she does that, she doesn't do anything else. Do you see that? Like she does summon the skyfish, But that's all she does. She's sitting there, Skyfish, and she can do that apparently like for the entire time. And Skyfish does vastly different damage here. Okay, wait. I want to exit this, and I want to get into the stage again. And I want to deactivate her ult. So we have deactivated her ult now, and I wonder if that would be better. Because like you get, I mean in terms of deleting those enemies, I don't know. But you would get the explosion more often. So you have way more AoE. That is weird. If you activate the ult, she only does this. She stops doing everything else. That's weird. Okay. Interesting of AFK to release a hero marketed for AFK stages when most of the pushes have already cleared Apex stages, so harder to test them. I have, of course, in Vice anticipation of everything in there, not pushed AFK stages at all during the entire time. We are on Apex stage 340, which is giving us ample opportunity to test this hero. So, yeah, definitely no other reason. So, yeah. So we get a copy of Laios here, which is a single copy. Okay, thought it was at least 8, but it isn't. We have a lot of summons, you can see that. Yeah, so 10 summons there, and there's the copy of Marcille, which you shouldn't miss. If you are like, even if you are a beginner, you don't want to miss that copy. And then of course we have Dungeon Feast. I have to go in there now. Okay, I get forced, guys. I get forced. Team seems okay, right? Wait, we can do a little bit of, yeah, let's do seismic. Can I please get out of this menu? Why doesn't it let me? Oh yeah, now it works. Okay, it wouldn't let me out of there. I guess it probably won't be too difficult. In the later stages on the last event for Fairy Tail, I did like a few guides and everything, but it was mostly Iron Team. Okay. I didn't really want to enter this event, actually. I just want to check out the loot. Mushroom Treasury, I assume it is. Yeah, see that? You get like a ton of copies of Laios here. No copy of Mercil, but like you get like a ton of summons as well. So I reckon we do P3, Mercil, and then we just wait for the copy. We do like a ton of the event stuff, and then maybe use the summoning cards, the invitations that we get. We use that for Mercil. And then we have the copies for Laios, and we probably end up with like a P1 Laios and a P4 Mercil. I think that's probably good. Yeah, we already saw this quest this here, which you probably want to do. You probably want to do at least a daily quest. Special quest is the different thing. It's the same event as for Fairy Tail. So yeah, we can check this out. Noble Tavern. I think we just start. Let's do a ton of summons for Mercil. We have 300,000 gems. It will take a little bit. It will take a little bit. But still, I'm hyped for Mercil. I'm hyped for Mercil. I liked Siren, and I think Siren Mercil is very, very similar in that regard, because you both have, or you have the big damage at the start of the fight on both of those, and you have ranged heroes. And I was already thinking like, it's comeback of like ranged heroes a little bit, which I don't want to say it wasn't necessarily, but I think we had like Perseus Burst. We had Athalia, which is kind of still a melee hero. We had a little bit of a melee meta and nobody really noticed. And because we have so many melee heroes in the AFK journey that feel ranged, like Athalia, like Lily May. Essentially melee, but still definitely providing their damage at whatever distance they want. Kind of Harak the same. Disappointed there wasn't a new event, but just glad it doesn't have anything to do with Homestead. Yeah, I can understand that. The good thing about this event is it works. So it is at least not an event that is tedious, takes a long time, or does have any problems really. I think they just said, okay, we had like this collab last time. The event that we did worked out. That was something there was no critique about. So we just take it and do it again. We just take it and do it again. And I think that was like really the main thing in the end. That they just wanted to have an event that works. And I think that's why they went in there and just reused that essentially. So yeah. You have to see. Okay, let's go. A little bit of an early Mercil here. Definitely appreciate that. And the animation is quite long. I don't know. But skipping animation, I mean for a live stream. We do have time. I love Homestead. I think it's interesting. Like Homestead, I did a few things in Homestead. I wasn't quite as hyped. Like a lot of people went in there and were like, oh, I need to level it. And I was like, yeah, I really don't. I really don't. I do my dailies, like the 10 orders or something, I do that. I'm a lot lower in terms of level than other people in my guild, but then again, it makes no difference. It really doesn't. It's not like you get a ton of rewards. Let's go. Should be halfway to Supreme Plus, something like that. No, probably a little bit further. Closing in, we could describe it like that. I think it's interesting that they found like basically a non-gacha game mode. So it doesn't really, or it didn't really profit from any of their monetization venues. And in fact, what they did right now was they created their own. So now they went ahead and did what I thought would be quite obvious to do. And they went ahead and did basically rosy cosmetics, but for Homestead. I don't know what it's actually called, but it's rosy cosmetic for Homestead. And apparently the next set that we're going to get there is Christmas themed. And I just have to say I appreciated that a little bit more when this didn't exist. And they were just like, hey, we did this set, enjoy. And they put it in events, which I thought this was cool. I like the aspect of saying, hey, we do this season and we have a Homestead set accompanying it. That is great. That is great. Don't want to say that this set that we got this time would fit that well. I think you could have made it a little bit cheaper and still fitting. Cheaper in the sense of that you could just say, hey, we have those buildings that we put in the story anyway, and we give them to you. So you can kind of recreate the feel of certain areas throughout your homestead. And I think you would be fine doing this. You would probably have it cheaper than what they did, which was creating unique designs for that. And I think people would still appreciate it very much so. And I think having like those themes is probably better. For the rosy cosmetics, I don't know if Christmas was a great idea. If I wanted to sell it a lot, I probably wouldn't have gone with Christmas. I mean, people like Christmas, don't get me wrong. But personally, if I wanted to wait on something, it wouldn't like be a Christmas set. It would be the cool set that I can always use. Something like that, you know? Homestead burns me out. But my girlfriend spends more time in Homestead decorating than actually playing AFK Journey. Yeah, I think that's for a lot of people. Ooh, was that back to back? Didn't pay attention. I think for a lot of people that is really the interesting part. Like decorating and having those little sims. So sims like the game. What the hell? I want to do commentary, but I get back to back Marcille. Oh my god, I think they like this aspect, yeah. And they should build on it. I think it's a good way to actually keep some people playing. And having stuff that keeps people playing is good. And they have the setup now. Like they have the Homestead world and it generally works. So now they can monetize a little bit with their Homestead rosy cosmetics gacha. Okay, I guess some people will spend on it. Some people like skins. Some people like decorating the homestead and they will look on this set and think, oh, I can use this and then spend more. Double Zenny, I don't hate that. And so I think it works out for them in the end. Then the homestead will work out. It is not interesting for me, but it's okay if it isn't. I don't have to play it. That's the good stuff. We got so many copies already. How far are we? My god. Like our luck really, really turned. Look at that. Ooh, P3 Theodore, I like it. I like it. How is Mercil looking? Pretty good. We haven't really tested her here yet. Ooh, look, that's close too. But from what I've seen, whoa, we got some good stuff there. There was some really good stuff. Some big burst. And I hope we can recreate that a little bit, because I'm quite excited to test her, quite excited to have a collab that is actually good. So definitely looking forward to it. Will be quite interesting. So Mythic, we got the Mythic Plus going already. Don't forget, you get a free copy on day 3 of the event, so that is definitely also something you don't want to miss, but you really can't. I spent the whole day decorating my homestead. I didn't do a whole lot there. And I think I decorated some area recently, and I had like this idea, and when I was done I didn't like it. I was like, wait, I can show you. We are in my game after all. It was like, I had made this little area which was just like so people can go to the tree, get their lamp, you know. You can still get the Easter lamp every single day at my tree. Just saying, the video is still up on my channel, so if you want to have a lamp. There are still a lot of people that join and get the lamp. It's like a few visitors still arrive, but it's a lot less. So it's like, it used to be like hundreds a day, but now it's a lot less. I can understand, I mean, you don't need the lamps. So I did this, I tried to put like some of the new stuff in there, trying to do a little bit of a waterway, and it kind of failed. I think the area that mostly made it fail was that you have like this harsh borders here. You can't really, if you could let the water flow in the other water, I think the design would kind of work a little bit better, but it really doesn't. So at least you have a lot of fire, that's something. But yeah, I don't know. Decorating, never my strong suit. If you could see my flat, it's like as bare bones as can be. And so yeah, really not my strong suit. Really not my strong suit. So not really into Homestead. We haven't really summoned Laios to M+ yet, S+ yet, I guess. Haven't really gone ahead with that. We need him at S+2, definitely. Legendary so far. Then again, we get a lot of copies of Laios, and I don't know if we even need to go beyond Supreme Plus. So I don't know what we are going to do about Laios. We kind of have to make him S+, right, for testing. Where should Mercil shine as units? So far we have seen some insane PvP with her Botas. So definitely very, very nice. If she shines beyond that, remains to be seen. That remains to be seen. But definitely PvP potential. So not too bad. I heard another thing too, by the way. Apparently these guys now have a faction bonus. So let's quickly check that out too. Maybe we can just go. Let's just. We can just throw them in here, I guess. Wait, we remove all of that. So apparently you can now have a faction bonus. See, you can. Oh, you can. Nice, nice. Check this out. We do have a faction bonus. That used to not work at all before. So you didn't get this extra attack and HP. So now we can have the 5-point faction bonus. Also, yeah, light dark stuff or the celestial hypogen stuff works as well. So you are able to combine them now. Very, very nice. Okay, that's actually a big buff for them. That's actually a big buff for them, guys. Let's do some more summons. I just want to upgrade actually Marcille for the moment. We're definitely throughout this event or later on. Yeah, we are going to make him Supreme Plus. We are going to make Laios Supreme Plus. No use discussing that. We're definitely just going to do it. I also want to upgrade Mercil a little bit more. I don't mind spending the gems, guys. It's okay. I was preparing for the collab. They were for the collab. There we go. Next copy of Mercil. I think we need like one more, I think it was, for Paragon 1. And then Paragon 3 is the idea that would be 15 more copies, which is a little bit crazy. I don't know if we even have the gems for that. 15 more copies is a lot, guys. That is a lot. People always forget that, but on those collabs you really notice when you don't have access to just like rate up letters. With this rate, however, I think we're pretty good. What about AFK? AFK is more CC oriented. She isn't really a CC hero, more like in the terms of damage. So you would probably rather see something else there, like a Saida or even like, oh, what's her name? Oh! Natsu, and what was her name? I forgot the name. Bloody hell. Oh, we got another Mercil, I appreciate it. How could I forget her name? My god. Lucy. Not so like Lucy's a good CC hero, you would go Iron, you would go Ulmis, and if you are a whale, then you go for this little girl here, this little parasite really lore-wise, because she has been quite OP in this season as well. So that is more of the territory where you go. You don't really need like a damage dealer most of the time for AFK stages. At least not somebody that deals like more damage than the heroes we already use. So that's probably not the area where you would go. I can't wait for Gala to be pullable. She would be Rhino guy level of power, and I'm still immediately getting her to S+. And I think that is going to be something that a lot of people are going to do, because Gala is, of course, the community favorite. And as such, I think, yeah, many people are definitely going to summon her. Immediately, I am not the biggest fan. I don't know. For me, personally, to be a fan of a hero early on, it doesn't really matter how the hero performs in the, or like, how should I say it, how the hero looks or what he does in the story. It's more like, if I have to use him in a battle during the story, am I annoyed? And Gala, I don't know if she even had any skills during the story. So that to me was a little bit annoying, whereas something like a Pharamore in Echoes of Descent, you immediately knew, okay, this hero looks cool. I was almost inclined to use some of my weaker units just to support Pharamore to see him fight a little bit more, because I thought this hero was so cool. And so I didn't really have this with Gala, so I'm not too hyped about Gala, to be honest. But the community is. So, the community is insanely hyped about her. I saw like posts with some pictures and memes and stuff, like 300 likes on the AFK Journey Reddit, which is insane. So, I think we're going to see a lot of excitement about that. Maybe even more so than about the collab, really. Because for the collab, the problem always is like, you have, if it's your favorite anime and you like this and you were waiting for this anime to be in the game forever and what, I don't know, then it's great. But like, of course, everybody likes something different. Some people don't even like anime at all. Some and for a lot of people, this won't be the anime that they personally prefer. So yeah, it's always quite a tough one. For Fairy Tail, this used to be a thing which I felt like still had a decent amount of recognition and many people that watched it. So, but I saw a lot of people that said like, oh, I want to have this anime, like, I don't know, Solo Leveling or something. And we were hoping for something else. For Delicious in Dungeon, personally, I watch a very similar anime, but Delicious in Dungeon, as I said, is on Netflix, so it wasn't really my biggest type. But I like how they did it. I like the entire design. I think Delicious in Dungeon is wonderful for AFK Journey because the entire aesthetics fit very well together. And yeah, there could be a decent amount of pressure on the devs to make her good. Yeah, I don't know how that actually works. The thing is, if I personally had designed this anime and I was making the contract to give out the license for it, you know, and I was giving out the contract for the license for it, of course, I would very much so prefer if the unit was actually strong in the game. Because then people write about it. Then they say, hey, you have to get Mercil. And I would rather have them make videos about how great Marcille is than look on YouTube and see, hey, this collab unit is really bad, don't get it. So I think that is better. Like, if I made the contract, I would make them make the hero good. But I don't know if they actually did. I could also, woo, let's go, the double! I like that. Very, very nice. Double Mercil. I appreciate it. We are making good progress, ladies and gentlemen. That is some good progress. Really, really nice. I'm still mad about AFK Rainer getting solo leveling and not Journey, especially considering that the units became meta. I don't know. I feel like solo leveling is too much future stuff to be in AFK Journey. You know what I mean? Like, the aesthetics wouldn't fit. That is the thing. That is the problem. Like, the aesthetics of solo leveling wouldn't necessarily fit into AFK Journey, and I think that wouldn't be too great. Can you get that weekly 50 gem? Yeah, of course I can get that. I can get that always. Like, for every S tier, of course. So, and we could have gotten that 50 gems there. But we will give another opportunity. We will have another opportunity, don't worry. Double, yeah! So great. We were quite lucky recently with it. With the doubles. I think we were quite lucky with that recently. So, overall, quite happy with it. Pandora summoning animation here, of course, too. It looks good. There we go. There we have another opportunity to get the 50 gems. I have to click that, right? Yeah. So let's go. Frieren would work. Yeah. Frieren would work. Ooh, imagine like Frieren coming around and then it's like saying, you already mix the hypogens and the demons together. Basically saying that hypogens are demons. Ooh, that could go hard. That could go hard, guys. But the aesthetics would fit. So I think that would be the better collab. If I had to decide between Frieren and solo leveling, definitely Frieren. 100%. Would just look better. And it wouldn't be weird. They could very well be in the same world. I think. They could. They could be, honestly. So, I think that is important. I think a lot of, like, games don't really care about it. And it looks wrong then. I think it's a way more successful collab if it's actually, like, kind of believable that the character could be in the same world. So, I think that works out better. So that is like a thing. Let's see how far we are. Mercil. Ooh, 14 copies already. That's good. That's not bad at all. We got the Paragon 2. And we can do a little bit of a damage test in between. Oh, do I have Temporal Essence? Bit worried. Bit worried. I do have Temporal Essence. I go plus 15? What did I even get for that? I didn't even check. Revived allies. Ah, yeah, it was very bad, right? Let's upgrade. It's a damage dealer. Ah! I'm poor. But wait, we can unpoor ourselves. We need 32. And we are actually limited. 32. Well, that works. Can I get 2 somehow? Where do I get 2? Shout out to the first person that can tell me how I get 2 Dream Realm is an idea, right? Did I claim Dream Realm loot? We are 38. We have to improve there. Ah, that sucks. That is already done. Battle drills won't work. What about Heroic Gauntlet? Challenge missions? I don't know why there was a marker. Didn't work out. Events. Dungeon Feast, maybe? Is there... There is 750 though. Can we get 750? Dream Realm Store. That is a good idea. Dream Realm Store, I think, is a good idea. We go like 300. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. We can convert them, right? So let's get the Kafra one. Does it have to be on... Wait, I don't even know. Does it have to be on like a plus 15? I never buy that. I never buy that. So Crown Kafra, of course, we have. That should be able to essence swap. And yeah, Crown Kafra, guys. Oh yeah, Titan Rush. I already did Titan Rush. And the other one was Salazar, right? I don't think we can essence swap Salazar, right? Ah, no. Can't essence swap Salazar. So that doesn't work. Do I have like shards? Because sometimes I'm lazy. How many of those can convert? 10. Oh, that's bad. Even if you have the hero at plus 10, it works. Yeah, but Salazar, I don't have a plus 10. I don't have Salazar at plus 10. Maybe we have Leichhardt plus 10. But if we don't, it's also okay. I also take this, by the way. That would work too. So, do we have Leichhardt plus 10? Yes, we do. Let's go. Essence swap. I take it. Nice. So, now it should work out, actually. Do we go hard? Do we go like plus 20? Good morning, Zotimus! Happy Friday from California, he writes. Happy Friday back from Germany. Well, it's quite rainy and cold, but I had home office, so it's a nice Friday. It's a nice Friday indeed. There's Essence in the Collab store. Yeah. If you have, even if you have the Euro at +10, shall we just stay at +15? I kind of want to go, of course, an upgrade. Okay, we get the free ones here for sure. There's usually you should buy them all if you are rich and have a lot of gold like me. But I heard a lot of you guys struggle with gold now. Never really did, but I'm considering. I mean, my gold was always capped. It isn't capped anymore. So to an extent, I'm a struggling person now too. Let's equip that. Non-normal. I mean, that's yeah. Okay, 35% more damage with that exact ability that does a ton of burst. And let's just. I want to see, like, before we continue, just like the burst, Nothing too fancy. I just want to see how much damage we can really expect here. We are going to go. Ooh, do we Pandora it? Oh, it's like a little bit too insane to Pandora it, right? But I want to Pandora it. I do kind of want to Pandora it. Maybe later. Okay. Let's do this. We can just see how much the damage will be. Okay. Oh, not bad. Okay. Hey, she's dead. I mean, it doesn't matter really if we win. Yeah, I forgot that. That is insane. That is insane. That's P2, guys. That's P2 without hero. Yeah, I go and upgrade the hero focus. Yes, I forgot it again. I forgot it again. Everybody in chat immediately. Haven't written anything for the entire day. You forgot the hero focus. It's always the same. My god, yes I did. I'm sorry. I always forget it. I forgot it on Laios too. We should do it on Laios now. Hero focus, actually pretty good. Can we upgrade this? Yes. The damage was insane. Typical Wraec moment. You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. I want to try it again. It's not a fair comparison, really. But it's the idea. The idea here, guys, is just about seeing that damage. So let's see the hits. Whoa, you see that? Like the first hit and Burial almost vanishes. Oh, we lost Mercil early this time. This was a little bit sad. Okay, I want to see the damage numbers very shortly. She died so early. She died so early now. That was not too great. A little bit early death. I mean, we could try. Wait. Let's try. Where is he? Siren. We go for the double. We have like Siren and Marcille. She pairs well with LSF. Yeah, I can imagine. Okay. Got the hits there. I think, honestly, I think she does fairly well. Can we kill that side? No, we can't. Okay. I think she does fairly well in this situation. Look at that. That's like insane. Both without ult, basically. That's both without ult. And we got a Crown Siren versus like basically P2 Mercil. Look at that damage. The heal too. Look at the heal. That's insane. Like this combo is insane. Like just the damage. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know what I should say, guys. Let's get this girl up here so that we don't have to search, because I hate that. Let's get Laios up there too. Kinda need to summon a few more times on Laios, but I want to have my P3 girl first. 7 copies. Let's go, guys. We get the 7 copies. We get the plus 15. Plus 20. Plus 20. We get the plus 20. We'll see what happens. So 7 more copies. You guys keep count. I will forget. Come on, give me triple. Ah! Need more copies. I think you should go buffers and dung with her. Yeah, honestly, I thought a little bit about like just Perseus team with her, but the thing that I really want to do, is I want to do like her, but no heroes in the team that I would use in a Perseus team, so that I can go into Supreme Arena and I can do Marcille team and I can do Perseus team, you know, both at the same time. So something like Ravion I specifically don't want to use with her actually. I'm not sure if you want her to ult. What's your opinion on the ult? Nick says the ult is like kind of like Talene. It's channeled. It's channeled. Does it count as sustained damage, by the way? I didn't check that yet. Is it sustained damage for Shadewing? Because it's a channeled ult. It's not like she stops doing it. But I don't know. Sustained damage is a little bit like... It's a weird one. A lot of stuff isn't, somehow. I don't know. Not really an expert on this. Tried to test a few things that I thought were sustained damage. And they weren't. And then there's other stuff that is sustained damage. Like there are so little sources of damage for Shadewing. And I think since then they changed him 2 times. They were like, we changed some stuff that didn't work, some stuff that did work, and I was like, I did all my testing, and now you basically switched him up again. I already forgot how many copies we had. Very smart, Mr. Wraec. Appreciate it. Come on. Not sure though. I think Shadewing only wants dots or damage like Ludos that is continuous. Yeah, but what does count as continuous? Like the thing is, the definition is not clear. For me, what I thought would be continuous damage too was, for example, Siren ult. Because that's like 10 seconds of damage every single hit. I don't see the big difference there to like a Ludovic, for example. But Ludovic is HP loss effect, so maybe that's the difference. Yeah, but as long as the damage dealer helps you, I think she's good. But you come to the point rather quickly where your main objective is no longer to deal like the biggest amount of damage, or at least where the biggest amount of burst won't help you actually succeed. Where you kinda need to control the enemy to get to the point where you want to be. And that's the point where really some combo CC heroes like Bonnie and Iron and stuff, or Saida become really, really good. Especially Saida has 45 seconds of CC continuously. We are progressing so fast actually here. I'm pretty surprised. We got 6 out of 9, so 3 more copies right here. Yeah, but Nick, he doesn't. Like the ult doesn't count, at least not from what I've seen. Maybe they've changed that in the meantime. I summoned the guy to P3, and the combo potential, you could very clearly see it. Like you saw the end card, and then you either had Shadewing with like damage that would rival what Mercil had here at that point, or you had him with like nothing. And every time I used Siren, the damage was like nothing on Shadewing. I did get the ult out, but the damage was like nothing. So, yeah. And that's quite sad. And the heroes that mainly worked with him were like Bonnie, were like Zanny, and I forgot her name again. But I like her. From like oh, what's her name? Oh, bloody hell. Lightbearer. The Flame Witch. Something with Mary? Was it something with Mary? Mariel? How did I forget that? That's so sad. That's so sad. We have to check that out, but she works too. She has like a flame dot. So that works. I think Citrana worked too. But yeah. Mirael! My god, I don't know, I forgot about that. I like her, by the way. She's cool. Are we done already? Can I count to 3 still? No, I can't. We just got 2. My god. It's like I was thinking about Mirael. How should I know if we got 3 copies? We get them so quickly. Now they give me a double, wait for it. But we need a double. Because we're definitely not going to get all the copies that we need from the bloody event. Like the most chill thing I could do would actually to just focus on her. Get the free copy in like 2 days. Summon the rest of them. And then keep the Laios summons for something else. Problem with this event, of course with collab events in general, is progressing them afterwards kinda bad. Not that great. Really isn't. Quite expensive too. We know how it looks now. It will look the same really for Laios. Okay, now we got it. Nice. So, if you want to progress them, now you actually have to, where is it? Not Season Store, right? Oh, it is in Season Store. There. You actually have to go like this. And one S-level copy then costs you like 4,000 gems. Is that an S-level copy? Wait. Am I stupid now? Wait, how did that work? An S-level copy is 4,000 gems? Is it really? Huh? But like for the 80s it was rather expensive. 4,000 gems for a copy isn't bad. It's like good. Huh. Always thought it was expensive. Why did I think it was expensive? I always checked out my Lucy. And she had like... There I needed like 190 copies or something. It's the same as getting pities on their banner, but no it isn't. Look at that. But it isn't it? Like, one 10 bomb is 3,000 gems. If a copy is 4,000 gems, that's not pity. That's not pity. Yeah, I can't check for the S tiers, because I have grown up, so... That's good, this just had me confused. But okay, I mean we got her now. We probably can't allow ourselves to not go for Laios now. We have to kinda do Laios. Yeah, even though it's a bit sad. Not in the... but we have to get him to Supreme Plus. We have to test him, guys. So that's a bit of a thing. Is it multiple shards for a copy? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it works for the Estes. I assumed it's 3. Oh, it's 3 shard gleich 1. Oh, 3 of those are 1 copy. That's so confusing. 3 of those are 1 copy, guys. So that makes it 12,000 gems. So that's really pity. That's pity and no A tiers. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense, but also that is so expensive because it was 200 something copies. It would be way less. There is a Laios, we can do 2 more. It's multiplied. Oh, okay. Yeah, but I couldn't know that from because I have no S tier to check it. Actually, I could have assumed it going by the cost of Lucy, I guess. I could just say that it was way too expensive for me to ever approach that. And I never had anybody ask me whether they could rent out one of my dimensionals. Never had any of those requests. I don't know. Would be cool. Get some kind of points for that, I guess. Yeah, it makes way more sense now. And it's also what Nick said is right then. It's really like getting going for pity every single time and getting no A tier. So it is to an extent it is bad value. Let's go with the P4 Gerda, ladies and gentlemen. Game didn't warn me at all. Game didn't warn me at all that I had her P4. Just saying. It gave me an extra copy there. Allowed me to continue to summon. So be careful of that. We're kind of running out of heroes. Oh, I kind of need Kruger, right? Ah, the skin is great. She's nearly P4 too. Okay. I only had one raid request so far and it was super new account from another server. I had no raid request at all. P4 Gerda PvP, watch out. And we would need more here for Mythic Plus. I don't really want to spend on it. I'll be honest. We get free copies from event. We don't need to spend a lot to get him Supreme Plus. I guess people want to see Marcille anyway? You guys want to see Marcille anyway, right? You don't even care about Laios. You don't care. It's Mercil. Crown Getter? I don't know. Don't know about that. Social. Let's just do like a mean match against the Traxi one more time. I think we just hit it. I just want to see what like a P3 does. Yep, instantly deleted his burial. Or her burial. Oh yeah. Marcille is dead. Of course we have no way to actually deal with the Cider. So, yep, Cider is going to body us. Which is a little bit sad. So, the synergy that we would have would be very great. Okay, we get like 30 copies of Laios from the event, so we are at Supreme Plus. Okay, I want to try a few more teams. Wait, I'm so confused. I always attack a Traxi. Because she has like the best team there to test against. And then I now know Traxi isn't on the top anymore. So that is very weird. What do we do? What did I want to do, really? I wanted to Pandora her, actually. That was like a plan. Pandora her. Yeah. And this is actually a faction. This is so much better. This would have never been no faction bonus last time. This is no faction bonus. It's actually good. But it's still only 3-star faction bonus. It doesn't count like Celestial Hypogean. But it is pretty good. Question is, what else do we want to do right here? I think, do you know what an interesting idea would be? To Mihira. Mihira, let the enemy go together. So that they all run like to the same point. Like with a little bit of targeting, you know. They all run basically back here. Or run over there. Then she comes out and nukes them. And while they're all at the same point. You know what I mean? I think I like this idea. Can we Aliceth too? Wait, to say, oh, that's Pandora getting Aliceth. Wait, we can go like this, right? And then go like this. Ooh, yeah, we can Aliceth. Ah, but this doesn't count. If we go like this, it counts. And she gets the Pandora. Okay, I think that's good enough. Okay, I want to see that. So the idea is they all run there. And then the nuke comes. Didn't really work out. Didn't really work out. Not at all, to be honest. No. No, didn't work out. We got absolutely destroyed by that Athalia. P4 Athalia is still super mean. Okay. She's kind of low. I like that. I don't think that Mihira can actually work for us. I don't hate the idea of Callan. Yeah. Let's see. Comes out. I mean, the first hit is insane. But then she's dead. Because, of course, she gets one-shot by Thalia. But, like, the first hit is insane. I'd give her that. Like, that's one-shotting potential. I don't feel like really that Pandora is such a big help. I don't think she is. I don't think she is such a big help here. I wonder if we can do something else. Can we do some dimensional stuff? I mean, we do have Lucy, but I don't think we can make Lucy work here. Making Netsu works like that's a dream. That's never going to happen. Can we make a team for her that isn't really any of my other teams? So we would need like Siren probably. I want to make like a team that isn't really like the other teams that I have. Doesn't include heroes from them, which makes this kind of tough. So who can we put in there? I mean, she doesn't really have synergy, does she? Doesn't have synergy at all. You can Ravion, you can use Hugin on her. That's an idea, that's actually kind of cool. Just like Hugin. That's pretty cool. Wait, where's my Hugin? Hugin? So we Hugin her. I like that. And now we already... In theory, if we wanted to activate Faction Skill, we could. Do we Zanny? Do we like full on damage? It's a little bit of an overkill, would be, right? This really lacks like heroes. I don't know, guys. I think this entire faction just lacks heroes that you want to use. Perso is great, but it's like, I don't want to put any of those in my team. Zenny, maybe she's cool. Walker. That's a legit choice. Is really, really insane. But I want to make it like a team that really isn't using any of my other heroes. Mr. Brownie! Are we just doing some shenanigans with Mercil? Basically right now combining different heroes that I don't use. Which seems a little bit weird, but I kind of want to see if I can build a team around her in Supreme Arena, or for like a Supreme Arena scenario, where I essentially don't really use heroes that I use on other teams. I don't hate the idea of using Kulu, honestly. I don't hate the idea of doing that. We can also move that entire stuff a little bit forward. I definitely use Divine Favor already on another team though. Should we just do ranged? Wait, there was this ranged artifact, right? We don't need ult. Like this. Brownie coming into chat immediately after uploading his Mercil video. Did he already upload one? Yeah, I'm slow. Guys, I'm always working on Fridays. I never get a day off. That's the problem. Ooh! Yeah, okay. Yeah. I kind of expected that to happen, if I'm honest. First of all, we have a little bit of a Paragon disadvantage going on. And we are fighting full crown team nearly. So that's a bit tough. Without really heal, against anything going against the Athalia is a bit insane. I like the idea of Kulu, but my Kulu is too low. That's the problem. I saw Rowan, Hugin, Siren with her, and she nukes teams. I can see that. I mean, we can do the heal. I don't mind that. I don't mind doing Rowan. Why not? It's a pretty good thing. What was this effect? Range death. Ooh, not bad. Range death. Twins to the mix instead of Walker. Yeah, the problem is what I'm mostly struggling against right now is like, if I wanted to really beat him, it is really the Athalia. Because this is just like too much burst to just counter with a team like this. You would need like a better one. You would need to use proper heroes. I think we would have more potential there. It's also a little bit stupid because we are fighting on faction bonus here, so that's not really working for us. Twins was a question. I have Twins P2. That's not too great for the extent of like the enemies that I want to fight with it. What I think is pretty cool. Or do we want to do like... Do we want to do like a little bit hacks? Just like throw this away? Maybe not entirely. Go like and make this like a seismic thing. We can do seismic with that. We can do seismic team with that. We don't really need the Kulu. We would need heal. I can't really go Ludovic Cullen because I make like the Chimera team pack bond with that. So that is a little bit tough to manage. Is a Traxxas team. I often use the Traxxas team to test. The side is a little bit annoying, but it gives me an idea about the damage and the heroes are fairly tanky. Yeah, is a Traxxas team. So we have that, Oh, we can still Siren. Still possible. Just a question if we want that. Is the question if we want that. I mean, Ravion is cool for that, but I mean, I use him in Perseus team. So we have to kind of understand the limitations of that. If I can't put the Perseus in there unless I just want to recreate the Perseus team. So that is kind of the thing. I can't really, even if I like it, put Ravion in there because I need him for Perseus team, obviously. So I have to kind of be considerate with that. We can go no limits too, from the build crafting perspective. I don't hate that. Like how should I say it? I don't hate when Dunlinger is on the play and Marcille can't ult. I don't hate that. It's not too bad. It could be worse. You still have the explosions, you have like the big nuke. It's not bad. It's not really that bad. We could go full continuous damage. Wait, we can go like this. It's stupid. That will never work. It can't work. And I would have to use Callan on this. Because we have no survivability at all. No survivability at all if I would go like this. That would just really be a stupid fun team. That would just really be a stupid fun team. With no perspective to win at all. It would have Graveborn active. And Mercil instantly one-shot. Instantly one-shot. That's Aida going ahead and being like triple hit there. Ah, she's out-healing. Our damage has like 23 things there. Oh yeah. Her ult really helps finish the enemies. Yeah, I was surprised. I thought her ult would do like 0 damage, but it really does. Okay, that is pointless. That is pointless. Her ult really does do a ton of damage. That's just right. And I like already a big damage. I don't think I can build like a team with the remaining heroes around her. It is pretty good to have some extra stuff here. Do we want to do Ravion? Do we want to combine with that? Do we want to try to include her into a Perseus team? Because I think that's fun. Let's try that. Let's try Perseusing that. Who do we do as last hero? Can she outdamage Perseus? What do you say, guys? Can she outdamage him? Do we still Dunlinger? Kind of feel like still Dunlinger. Iron Ulmus works well with her. I can imagine that. I kind of thought on the first attempt that I thought I was like Mihira with her. Mihira was like an idea where I thought she could really do something. Let's see that. Gives us a little bit more damage at the start. I want to see really... Oh, that's big damage. It is big damage. If the revive there. It is interesting, like she wouldn't do her revive in this situation. And she, as her ult active, she also just doesn't do anything else. That is the part that I don't like so far. Once she activates her ult, it's basically like stop for every single other one of her abilities. But she managed to outdamage Perseus, which is what I wanted to really see. Yeah, she is big damage. She is really big damage. So that's interesting. Yeah, you can use a hero to distract Thalia. Like, a great hero to distract Thalia is something like Zenny, but the thing is... I'm not too sure. Wait, let's try that again. If we remove the Perseus, I would just want to compare those two, you know? Just want to compare. So who gets hit first? Obviously have some damage there. I want to see who catches like the heat from Thalia. I mean, both got hit there. Didn't really work out. And Mercil got hit first. Siren didn't take it off. Ooh, okay. Very interesting. I mean, Thalia overall I would still consider stronger. Like from a pair hero perspective, Atraxi still is of course a stronger team because just like Cider together with Thalia is such an insane combo. Yeah, look at the damage comparison here. That is mad. I think if you realistically want to distract, you would kind of need to go with like a Zenny. I think that's going to be your most realistic way to do that. Baby. Man, the tankiness of that Cider is insane. And still my Marcille got just nuked. But I guess, I mean, we can't distract with that, right? Oh wait, that was stupid, we can't distract with that. We can deal more damage maybe with the towers, but we can't distract with it because that actually doesn't work. That actually doesn't work. Or does it? Wait, did it? I forgot how it worked. I think Siren took it first. You think so? I'm not too sure. I like the towers in general, but I think my Zenny is a little bit too low for such a situation. But damage is good. Like you can see how it takes her out. So that's pretty good. Who else could like take it or does a ton of damage like at the start? I'm just wondering about options. Like Shadewing definitely doesn't do a whole lot of damage at the start. Even though he's interesting. Hodgkin can't deal damage when there is like... enemy up. Can we do Damien? Just like for the buff and everything. Is he big damage? I don't think he's big damage, right? He's more of a tank. Nah. That's so insane. Maybe like a Diana I could see. You know, Diana. Of course our Dundinger is slow. That sucks. I don't really want to be parasited by a bloody Cider. Okay. Are we still losing? We were still losing. We just lost the Mercil. She just does able to ult again. And we're just going to lose the 10 bloody minutes at the end. Yeah, really, the best way to deal with that would be to take bloody Cryo. Can we just put Cryonaya in there and get a Cryonaya ult off because Marcille is just too much damage for Thalia to ever target Cryonaya? Does that work? Can we make Cryonaya meta by Marcille? That is just like an idea that I had. Can we make Cryonaya meta again with Marcille? Because like probability is there that she never really becomes highest damage. Let's try that. Let's try that. That's so stupid if it works. That is really, really stupid. I mean, we get the energy drain. Marcille already getting hit. It would be nice to at least... Oh, we get the ult off here. Is that insane? Ew! 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 That is something. That's kind of interesting. I mean, that does work. She never targeted Cryonia. Because our Mercil was just higher damage throughout. Cool. I might actually use that. I don't think we need, like, these two. I mean, Ravion is cool. Can probably skip the Zendrok, make this a Cryonia team, Mercil as distraction, just like big damage, Athalia targets her, Cryonia can ult, enter fight, and we won. That's nice. Deals with Cider pretty well. And one I will replace the other two for. Because I think I can, aside from like, I think I can make this like a worthwhile team. I mean, I would really like to. I would really like to Eliseth, you know? Just like Eliseth is. Not necessarily with this target though, if I'm honest. No. Obviously no. Yeah. Target didn't change at all. Cool. And what else do we want in that team? I don't know if this is like OP to just like use Cryonia in that. It's kind of fun. I don't hate me. Can we just throw Mihira in there too? I don't hate Mihira in this. Is this stupid? Yeah, I don't know if it's going to work. Okay, Eliseth died. We're just now going for a revive, or what is going to happen? God, did get the ult. Ah, but this... Where is this bloody... Oh, wait. It's a little bit stupid. Yeah, that was a little bit stupid. I mean, we can't have... We would kind of need the Dundling on our Cryonia, right? Because I think we just lost that to actually Dundlinger blocking our Cryonia. So that wasn't too smart. That wasn't too smart, so we just go Marcille here. I don't hate Eliseth. I don't hate Mihira in there either. We could take off Mihira. We have the triple right here. Yeah. Could also go Iron. I don't hate Iron. I mean, why not? Because Dundinger. With Dundinger doesn't really work. So that's not good. I mean, Eliseth is still rather nice. But I don't know if it's going to be like bad for us. Eliseth, Siren, Daemon, yeah. It's going to be like bad for us. Ah, I just moved her, I'm so stupid. Could work. The question is, which artifact do we use? I mean, Divine Favor is certainly good for us. We don't really want to have the heal. I don't know if any of this really helps us. Aside from, I mean, Divine Favor does help us. Ideally, that would be on my Perseus team, though. Haste. I could take the haste. Don't really need. Or attack speed. We have a lot of range damage. Okay. Yeah, no CC immunity against the artifact. Oh. Okay, yeah, that didn't really work out at all. That didn't really work out at all. I think we got actually destroyed by the artifact. I think we just have to try it with the other artifact again. Isn't really a situation that would happen too much in Supreme Arena. Because we just don't have the CC artifacts there. I just want to see if this is like the right way. I think we have probably not enough energy gain. Which would probably result in being a problem. Yeah. We also died before this actually ended. So I don't know if that necessarily helped. So that smelled a little bit like not enough Paragon. Because actually those are my lowest Paragon heroes, which is not too great. I mean Hugin without ult, it's not too great. Hugin with ult would be nice. We could like her. But can't we iron? Wait, is it? How does it work with the iron ult? I forgot that. Was it like in... Could you still iron ult like this? I just want to see if that works. Oh, enemy blocks, okay. Should have considered that. I don't know if our own iron blocked that. We can run the iron still. That's the Mercil damage. But Marcille died too early. She died too early. I think we just have to work on survivability. I think honestly a little bit of heal could work. Just like heal. Do some DR. You think DR will work? Did we have some DR? Was there like some DR testing? Because I didn't hear about that. Not that. Oh, I like Lawson. I like the idea. I don't have him upgraded anymore. I actually like him. Because we can do this. This is actually sweet. This is actually cool. I like Lawson. I think our Lawson is a little bit too low. We are too dead, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think that is just not enough. Yeah, Valara's low. Valara's low. I think we still need more here. I like Lawson. If we still had P4, maybe he could have worked in that team. But without that, I want to do Ludovic because he's the obvious choice here to fix probably all of our issues. But if we do that, I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's necessarily right. Don't think he has enough heal, has he? She gets destroyed too fast. And then we have 27 heroes standing at our stuff there, which is not too great. It's without the Ravion now. The Ravion was actually, I think, what made this work. Because he would revive the Marcille, and he would actually take away the first hit, and that would allow us to carry on over to having enough sustainability to actually be able to get the Cryonaya ult off. So, but if this is carried by Ravion, then it's bad. Then it's really bad, actually. Can go with that one more time. I don't really need the Leica, actually. Do we do something like this maybe again? We can run Siren still. I think. Could run Sonya. We have the Dimensional Faction bonus already, Brownie. There is Dimensional Faction bonus. So they put that in the game. Works like every other normal faction. So the Dimensional works now like Wilder in terms of faction bonus. So you can put 3 dimensionals together and you have faction buff. But no Fentanyl. Yet. We have to see. Maybe we'll get one. I don't know, guys. Maybe just stack Zenny? Can we do this? Kinda want to do this. This works. This is stupid. Kinda is. Don't think we have enough time, do we? Or oh, there we go. Okay.
How I wish to freeze this moment forever.
That worked. And that was actually clean. That was actually clean. I think aside from the Dunlinger, that I think we get away with not using. I think without the Dunlinger, it could still work. What we then would need to add would be one more hero. Ideally, that would actually be in this case a Lightbearer hero. So we would need to add a Lightbearer hero to that team. And or better it would be if it was a support hero. But what we could do, and I mean this is not going to work against Atraxi now, but so this works. This is with Dunlinger because we face Dunlinger. But we outlast Dunlinger, so that we don't need to have him in the team necessarily. That is what I want to say. Which opens us up to using another hero, and I think what is just the easiest way to do it then. Because, I mean, we can do Hugin. We could do like this, Hugin, which would give us Tesio. Or we could go Sonya. Or we could go Walker for some quick CC. With this we're obviously going to lose. Because he's going to get... Well, he's going to get Cider ult, right? Doesn't mean we are going to lose, actually. Could still win. Could still win without Dunlinger against Dunlinger. Oh, but the Cider has so much HP. Essentially, if we get that executed, we win. Okay, we won. Nice. Okay, so Dunlinger removed. Yeah, okay, happy with that, actually. I think that Hugin was useless. Probably. Why it gave her Mercil more damage. But I think that is like a more realistic use for her. Because I saw so many people saying, like she's hyper carry. I don't know. For this very moment, I don't know if I would say she's hyper carry. Do you say she's hyper carry? Brownie, do you build like a Mercil team? I haven't seen your video yet, obviously. Do you build like a Mercil team? I love Theta, he says. Yeah, Theta's cool. Theta is definitely cool. With the crit buff. And we have energy. A problem is in friendless fights it's all about like just attacking. I wanna do this by the way one more time. You can, yes, but not against Dun. So you need the ult basically. You say. Okay. I would like to have heal here, you know? Like a healer. That would be nice. I mean, we can do this. Does this win? I will get a little bit of stun on the Cider. This is actually kind of cool. Not that we necessarily are going to win with that. But we got a little bit of stun on there. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, if you say you need the basically to make her like a main thing, you have to have Dunlinger if you face Dunlinger. So we can make her a secondary thing and win against Dunlinger without Dunlinger. So it's possible. Against Dunchi doesn't carry well. Siren, Hugin, Rowan, and Eliseth. But what did he fight? What did Puzzle fight? Did he fight Dunlinger? So that is the question, because Brownie already says she can hyper carry because her ult is very strong, I assume. And if you fight an enemy that you can ult against, then it works. But he also said at the same time against Dun, she doesn't carry as well. So that is also what we've experienced here. And we solved this issue by adding Cryonaya. Because we give the thing that we noticed was, we can't get a Thalia to basically target any other hero other than Mercil. So we gave Cryonaya enough time to ult because I think for the first time in quite some time, Cryonaya isn't the main target of enemy Thalia, which is cool. Which is something we can actually use. And I like to use Zenny. I like that this is kind of like a Lightbearer team, actually. So much depends on what you fight against. Yeah, always does, I guess. He was fighting against this team and only comps that work was mostly Athalia and Dunlinger. Against him? Yeah, I don't know. Siren, Hugin, Rowan. I mean, he was still building Lightbearer, Eliseth. I mean, Eliseth is cool. I don't think you need her. But it's good if you fight a vulnerable enemy team, it's even better. So, yeah. Igor style. I would like to fight some different teams, yeah. What does Mr. Shrimp have? That's very cool, actually. That is very weird. I was testing Sylvina. That really didn't work out. I mean, we can kind of use whatever, I guess. We can go all out. Let's just Callan and then like do a little bit of that. Could use a secondary damage dealer. So otherwise I just get a Thaliat, I guess. No, we won't just PvP test. I just like to start with PvP test, because I like PvP. Yeah, okay, I think that was a little bit too easy. That was too easy. I mean, she is just P3 and those are a lot of P4 enemies as well. So it wasn't like we were punching down that much. Just looked like it. Maybe we just really go into PV a little bit. But I'm on low Apex stage, so it wouldn't really be that impressive. We can go Phantomal. Let's remove all of this. We obviously don't have a Dimensional Phantomal. We could go Dimensional Team now. We actually do have like heroes for that. So it's not like this is completely impossible. We could do Dimensional Team, it just has no merit to it. Explosion does a ton with Iron Grouping. I think we are also going to go for that. Iron Grouping we have. Maybe we will Laura. Oh, I hate that he's actually taking her. Maybe we will Laura. Maybe we will Laura like this. And then we can still CC with who do we want to CC? I don't know. We can use Theta in this. Or we can use Laios. Just throw him in there. Okay. Let's see what we can do. So CC comes out. And... okay, like you don't really see the... ooh. Okay, enemy armor's out. We got Sethed! We got absolutely Sethed. Okay, that wasn't good. That really wasn't good. But then she did 172 billion on this first hit and I didn't even see it. That was crazy. Okay, this team really didn't work out. No, I didn't want to do this. Are they going to go? They're doing Cider again? Ah. Cider manual battle. I mean, just try to... I think we have to just like add a little bit of CC maybe. Do we have enough time to actually... Oh, they have travel skills, right? That doesn't work.
No need to cheer.
Let's try this again. Mainly care like about the damage at the beginning. It doesn't seem super big. Okay, we got the fish out now. But we need another CC there. That's not exactly there. We just have an enemy Wraec absolutely staying down on our team. Yeah, that wasn't good. That wasn't good. And like, do you need her for PvE? If she's a straight damage dealer, you wouldn't need her here. We're still going to win because we got the Lara effect active. That's not double speed. I don't think we win. It's crazy how much of a difference that actually makes. Yeah, I will exit this. I'm so far behind on Apex. How? If you have lower Apex stages than me, then you have to go back to to Idle Heroes right now, Brownie. Because I'm the laziest player in this ever. Like, it's ridiculous. Look at that. 340. You can't be behind me in that. You can't be behind me in that. That is the madness. But I was asked for Dream Realm. So maybe we do that. Let me quickly get a lineup. Lineup! Is there a lineup with her? I doubt that, right? Isn't. There isn't probably, right? Everywhere I go, there is a... Yeah, okay. That is... Valka Silla Hypo with Eliseth. Okay. Yeah, but how do we get her in there? It doesn't really look like a lineup where I can... It's also Mushroom. Mushroom is is a weird hero. And they do this. And then they do... Like, that's weird. And then they go like this, and with Blood Moon. I don't even have like upgraded stuff on those guys. I'm still completely down there. Can we use the other team, please? This one. I don't like this one. I don't like this one. Give me the other one. The other one is lower damage potential, but it's like so little. This will probably be better for me. Doesn't use this, uses this, doesn't use this, and this is good because I don't like it. Then we go like this, and like this, and then it uses twins. I can never see which one is which, and neither can I click on the right one. And then it uses Zanny. That makes it more interesting. So let's do this and skip it. That should probably be a lot... Not a lot better. Is this RNG? It's not RNG. Okay. I'm Apex 44. Apex 44? Literally all I do in game is friendless fights and testings in SA and not all arena. I didn't do anything! I didn't do anything, bro. That's crazy. Why is my damage so bad? Well, okay, the question wasn't if we can do this. The question was if we can include like her in Dreamer and do something here. So this is 53. I think we just try to replace the Eliseth, right? Wait, we can't really, no? Okay, we take out the Eliseth, I guess. We do this. Put her in there. Maybe we swap these two? How about this? Let's see. But this is also really boring, Brownie. Like when you're at the point where you just notice, okay, I kind of just need to auto-battle it. I just like throw my smartphone somewhere and let it auto-battle. The good thing with Cider was I got like auto-battles where I got like 100 fights or something. But this only goes well during the time where you can still level up. As soon as you stop being able to level up, you get to this area where you just have to kinda really know what you're doing. So this was a 53. This wasn't really... It isn't bad. Isn't bad, 53. I guess the big problem that you are going to get with it is that you are not really... Or outside of Twins it gets really down. That's crazy. That you don't really have other heroes in there, you know? You don't really have other heroes in the dimensional faction that you can really make work here. So what am I supposed to do? Do I just go ahead and do like the insane Natsu team? We can do a Natsu team. Is this the answer? Is the answer Natsu team? So then we get a proper twin bond? I doubt that. Okay. 140. I doubt it. Yeah, I don't know why it's so low. Maybe I have a charm or something that is not upgraded yet. I'll need to check. Natsu, let's go. If we do collab stream, then we do it properly. Yeah, okay. I mean, 181 is kind of okay. 54. I mean, it's not like it's bad. It's not bad. 54? You just don't have the combo there. That's the problem. Because if you try to combine with Lightbearer, it really doesn't work. If you try to put her in a bond with other prominent heroes like Chimera or something, it doesn't work. So, I think that's really the issue here. That's really the biggest issue. We could try the Valka comp again. But I would need to get like Charm on Valka. I don't have Charm on Valka. So, I don't really see her for DR. But she will be interesting. Because last time the Dimensional Heroes got put into Ravaged Realm. They were in Ravaged Realm too. They got added to other factions. So maybe she will be in one of the weaker factions, and then she will absolutely shine as like a damage dealer. Because imagine she gets put into like Lightbearer. It gets added to Lightbearer. I think she... Let's check this out. Like, of course you do Sinbad. Of course you do Sonya. Makes sense. But then who do you really put into the Dream Realm? Mercil. Mercil Zenny, okay, yeah, you have like 5 heroes already. We got Mercil Zenny. But then maybe, could see that we can actually use her there. Has potential, I think. Has potential that we kind of use her in Ravage Run. That she is in some of the teams there. Do we need anything else? We already got like the Bell Run. What was the other team? Eliseth has charms. Mira obviously has charms. Fresto has charms, so... I don't know. Let's try. I think this guy used to say... Oh, this is Hati. But he got 258. That is also not too great. 258. Because like target... Oh wait, back here is 260. Yeah, is that... 227 is still so bad. Why is my damage so bad? My god. Is this RNG on the boss fight? Man, I hate it. Or is it just because my heroes kind of suck? Because we have Valka who's very low actually. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I will sit on this later, I think. This is not optimal. She did 74 though, that's crazy. Yeah, is Aliceth X15 the answer? Do you need that? It doesn't? Wait. Uh-huh. It doesn't say X15 is needed. It doesn't say it is needed. No refined charms? Yeah, I don't have refined charms. I don't have refined charms. I just put like the normal ones on Valka. I think Belren has refined charms. Can refine charms too. So probably that's a difference.
My skills remain unblemished.
We can give Marcille refined charms too. Oh, we are at it. While we are at it, we can do that. And then was Belren? We can check one more time. He has them. Aliceth probably doesn't. She's plus 11. Holy, we ran out of material there. That was sad. She doesn't do damage without plus 15. Ah, it didn't say that it needed it, but we ran out of the essence. We're still out of essence, so we don't really have it. Yeah. We are out of essence, guys. Really straight up 0. So that's probably the issue. That's probably where we lose the damage. And on the other hand, it is also an opportunity to just take out Aliceth and replace with something else. Let's see if we can do that. So we got the 227 right now. Aliceth is only 28. So that's crappy. That's crappy. Let's see if we can replace Aliceth with our favorite little hero and see if we can actually do some more damage. I just wonder. I just wonder. So now we have Mercil in the fight. Will Mercil actually bring us the victory? I mean, she can just basic, so it's not really, or just do basically her crappy attacks. So I don't know if that is necessarily going to bring us the victory. Those should do 240. Can we do 240 like this? It doesn't look like a 240. That doesn't look like a 240. That looks like 220. Ah, not too good, not too good, not too good. Yeah, okay. Okay. Was this better than Aliceth though? 224. Not really. Nah. What is better, her or Zenny? We're just screwing over the teams basically. I just want to see what happens. So wait, we can go like this, can go like this. Probably go like this, skip it. What do we get? Okay, we get 223. Actually, it gets worse with Zenny. Gets a lot worse. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think we should try the other team without Aliceth then, because we had the team without Aliceth for like 2 fights. Oh wait, this was the experimental one. This was the crappy one. Where is the real one without? Wait, is this? Huh? This isn't the right one. Nazari comp. Wait, this is also. Ah, those are all without. Oh, wait, we had Aliceth on the other team too. Oh, we had Aliceth on the other team too. Then we have to do Belmira Pesto. That is a 5-star comp. That sucks. No, this. Then we do this. We actually do Valka. That kinda sucks. I have to choose different heroes, like the bloodiest free-to-play. Because I don't own the hero. Well, I don't own the usable version of the hero, and this one just has like the wrong stuff. That sucks. We should upgrade that. Ah, that's better actually. Yeah, it's top 5! 243, we can actually still improve that. That's so much better. We can still improve that. Craft magic charms. Yeah, so I don't know. Is she super bad in Dream Realm? Not really. Is she the solution in any way? I doubt it. I think Ravage Realm she will be good. Like that much I can say. I think that much I can say. We got the 244. It really didn't pay off. But I think that's okay. Yeah, I think without X15 it doesn't make much sense. Okay. So I don't know about like necessarily. What did I say? Was it Dream Realm PvP? Guys, what was it? Wait, I can check myself. What was her use? AFK Journey Official. You do search for AFK Journey Official and you find the Dungeon Feast Complete Guide from Puzzle. No joke. Puzzle rated better by the YouTube algorithm. No, now he's gone. So, oh, wait, he's back. Puzzle rated better by the YouTube algorithm than the AFK Journey official channel. AFK stages and Supreme Arena for both. Do we see that? I don't really see what I want to use here. That is a bit of the problem that I have. I don't really see what I really want to use here in like AFK stages. Maybe I'm too stupid. I'm not like an AFK stage pusher. Like if I were to describe my YouTube channel, AFK stages wouldn't be in the description. It wouldn't be in the description, ladies and gentlemen. It wouldn't be. So yeah, I don't know. Does anyone that is like an AFK stage pusher enlighten me and want to say that Mercil is like great? In general, I say like, of course, like big damage, it can be cool, but it has its limits. And then you kind of always run into CC, and then you have like big sustain heroes like Belrun that can take a few hits. That also work in there. And I don't think she has like any of those characteristics that usually work in there. So I kind of struggle with the thought. Kind of struggle with it. Oh, we can fight Swampy Tough. No team for Swampy Tough! Look at that free-to-play. That happens if you don't have LD Shop. That is no LD Shop. Then you have Mercil at Supreme. With LD Shop would have been Paragon 4. Easily. By the way, I said it at the beginning of the stream, but for the people that stayed for the 2 hours, I will say it again. I will do a video. It will be fairly soon. Tomorrow. Tomorrow there will be a video. There will be a video on Marcille. Do some PvP shenanigans. In that video, we will do a giveaway. Classic Gazette giveaway from LD Shop. They said they are so happy with the collab with me, they sponsor me a giveaway. And I was like, great, that's cool. So that they are going to do is basically, I just have to go ahead and have to make a little bit of a giveaway. They are going to give out, I think it was like 5 Classic Gazettes to my viewers. So the way this is going to work is you're just going to check out the video. In the video I will announce it, and then I will probably say something like, just go to the comments and comment, I want a Classic Gazette with your LD Shop ID. And I will show that in the video too. But in light of the recent videos, where there weren't really too many comments, it will be pretty easy for you probably to win this. So I would recommend you guys check out that video that is going to come tomorrow and get yourself a free Classic Gazette. Because, well, that is the 10 bomb at least, and like a ton of other gems, so rather nice. That's nice of them. Yeah, I mean, they were happy with the collab. Like they didn't really have too many buyers for AFK Journey. It's always like with those shops, like they try to sell for the different games and then they look for content creators from them to kind of promote it. They didn't really have too many people buying AFK Journey stuff. And I came ahead and like did some promo. And turns out, after I did the promotion, it worked way better for them. So they are very happy. That's basically the gist of it. So, let's see if we can... Ooh! Okay. That was some insane quick damage. Yeah, I don't know. I think against Dundlinger it struggled. Like against the big burst. I still like the stuff we did there more. I have to do way more testing with her. Do we have some team? But even, I don't know. Even against like a non-Dundlinger team, I don't know if I necessarily like her ult. Like even if it does a ton of damage. Because like getting to an ult, casting that ult is such a high requirement already. That's so big to just like get to that ult and cast it. Seems weird, but like we have so many heroes that make it difficult to get there. Like face like a P4 Zenny. I think Swampy Tough. I made a joke a second ago about this Marcille, but he had like a team with Kulu P4 and like Zenny and all of that stuff, and it did so much damage before it even got to the ult. I think that makes it kind of difficult for like kind of a squishy hero to really shine. And I think the combinations that we have are a little bit more interesting. Then again, I'm doing an uphill battle here again, fighting teams that are Crown or something, which is not really cool, which I probably shouldn't do. I still do it, because I'm stupid or something, I don't know. Yeah. That's the damage of Kulu. And of course Athalia. She always gives some insane stuff. So survivability is not really a thing on her. I'll tell you that. Survivability is not really a thing. But wait. Who did we fight? Shedetto? Did he even have like a Dundinger? No Dundinger? No Dundinger. Okay. Then let's try some other stuff. Can we just like CC him? Oh, wait, he has big damage. Ah! Big damage. I like that. Can we just like, because I mean, then let's just take that out too. We don't use Dundinger. Then let's, he has that. That sucks. What else do we use? What? For who? Kulu? What was I talking about? Swampy Tough had a cool Kulu team. I honestly think Kulu will have a little bit of a comeback very soon. I don't know. It's like, it's more of a hunch, but I think some of her abilities, especially like range dev stuff, is like really, really good. And people still underappreciate it, and I think she will have a little bit of a comeback. So like the P4 Kulu, I think could be good. Could be good. Maybe we just keep it like this. Callan. And try that. Is that enough damage? Ah, okay, at the ult counter. That's not bad. Okay, we got the ult. I think we just have like the problem with the timing. Like there's just, that would just be too much damage coming in. Is it fair to compare this? Like full Paragon disadvantage? I'm working on a video about her. I was thinking about making one too. I was thinking of giving a summoning recommendation, but I kind of wanted to wait for the next one. Yeah, I don't think we can necessarily beat that with her as like a hyper carry. It's like, maybe I'm fighting too many uphill battles, but I don't really see her as a hyper carry. I think as a hyper carry, she's too bad because there is too much that needs to happen after her ult. She has to survive too much for it, you know? Like, for other hyper carries, your condition is getting the ult. Getting the ult is like your thing. Like, if we go for Dynel, we talked about him, and people were comparing that. We have, like, of course, we have the nice normal attacks with big damage with the spear throws. We have some conditional damage that we can do before with Celestial Spears, and then we have the ult that basically ends the fight, which is insane. So this is like, he becomes untargetable, he does a ton of damage, and this is great. And that makes him kind of a hyper carry. And I think the next hero that I saw mostly described as that was Cryonaya. And for Cryonaya, it is a little bit different. Her ult is very, very strong because we got an integrated execute ability in there. We have like the limit of taking only 3 enemies into account. We can do back-to-back ults, which is very, very strong. So we have an ult that doesn't necessarily immediately end the fight, but generates conditions that make it hard to win for the enemy in the case if she succeeds. It was especially true when we started. I think right now it's a little bit of a weirder situation where she's in power crept. She has still a lot of situations where she's great. We just saw that. But to the extent that her ult can deal damage, there are also sometimes survivability options that will counter that. And that results in me not always being super confident that when she does her ult, she will actually clear the enemy. And that used to be a little bit better. That used to be more of a situation of she casts her ult, fight's over. So that is a little bit of a struggling hyper carry. And I think you have some stuff. Harak is overpowered, or was not overpowered. It's like power crept, we should say. Kulu was never really a hyper carry, but a great hero. A great hero nonetheless. I don't think people said like Cider was a hyper carry. PvE, I would describe her as that, like after 3 ults essentially. But 3 ults is often too much in PvP. But you can make it work. You can make Cider like a hyper carry. I wouldn't say Athalia is a hyper carry either. Like talking about those conditions. But Cider as Athalia is a great hero. It's a great hero nonetheless. For me, for hyper carries, it's really like they have a game-ending condition. I don't see that for Mercil. Mercil has like a ton of damage in the same way Thalia has a ton of damage, but she doesn't really have like a game-ending condition. I think in that with that description, that would make Cider a hyper carry, despite her obviously having like these steeper conditions with 3 odds needing. Harak, I saw your video, Brownie. I saw your video on Harak actually, which is cool. Harak can do some stuff. I saw also, by the way, that a lot more people used him after you showed him, which I think is cool. I think that's worth a mention. And Harak used to be one of my favorite heroes. I'm still sad that he's sitting there at Paragon 2 not being used at all at the moment. I used to think Belrin was like a hyper carry. Like as soon as... And I think Belrin, Rainier, together, those are hyper carry conditions. Where you have like Belrin getting close to the enemy, nuking, but I tried it today and it failed hilariously because I always kind of try to annoy Mr. Hearty a little bit in PvP and I occasionally hit through his odds and kind of win there. Here, by the way, again with Cryonaya. Use her more often recently. Those were the 2 teams that I used. But today I tried to make something happen with Belrin. I wanted to beat this team here with Belrin. And every single time I tried this, and I can show you guys the fight, he teleports over, he gets close to his HP, gets a tombstone set, and is like absolutely out of range for every single enemy, and does his ascendant stuff outside of the range of the enemies. So it really didn't work out, which was a little bit sad. But yeah, just wanted to show that. It is kind of hilarious how he gets like pushed away by the tombstone. Bit sad as well. But yeah. Baron being hard countered by Satrana. Hard countered, it is more tough for him, yeah. It is more tough for him. I think Baron always struggled to an extent. I think Baron in the right conditions still one of the strongest heroes ever. Just like throwing him into the fight, having the Rainier set up with him, having the Roan set up with him, or maybe putting him in like one of those wonderful Mauler comps, because you can build like very nice Mauler comps with it, and it was one of the reasons why I wanted to have my Gerda upgraded, because she's very, very nice also with him. Also very nice with Persos. So that works. But I think people always were like on the edge of summoning him, where you have him like in multiple fights right now. I think, would I say I regret summoning Belrin when I did? No. Not at all. Not at all, guys. Because he was like in Primordial Lord fights, he was in Ravaged Realm, he was in a ton of fights for AFK stages. I would say summoning Belrin was the right decision. But for PvP, that's more difficult. I haven't seen too many Belrin teams for PvP. Hearty is currently using one, and this one does well, but I think I haven't really seen too many. If anything, I would say I upgraded him too far. I think P3 was the wrong decision. I think I could have stayed with like a Supreme Plus on him. Maybe a P2. Yeah. Yeah, Satrana is messing with the ceiling, that is true. So yeah, bit of a tough one. But like so far, maybe we want to give like I don't want to say like a final verdict on Marcille. I think she's a cool summon. I don't see her too much in Dream Realm. I think she will be in Ravaged Realm. I don't see her in AFK stages right now. I think she has a lot of PvP potential. And I didn't want to diminish that in any form with what I said. I don't see her as like the hyper carry, because I don't think like she generally decides the fight on her own, at least not in the situations that I've seen so far. Maybe there are different ones, but like I think if you build a Supreme Arena team and you face different Supreme Arena teams, yeah, I don't know if she necessarily is like the deciding factor in the end. But she can be used as like a support for Crionaya, as we saw. She on her own is a very, very, very good hero, because she has high damage. She has an ult that can also deal high damage if you get to it. But if you don't get to the ult, you have the explosive spell, which is huge damage. You have a little bit of blind, which is really nice. The healing was way better than I anticipated. So you get that put into the team. And I described it in my analysis of her trailer, that I said, well, having like a jack of all trades is not necessarily good, because we tend to go towards the direction of having more specialized heroes that excel at providing certain services, at doing very specific stuff. And the more this game releases heroes, the more I feel like this becoming more and more specialized becomes stronger. So having like this kind of jack of all trades hero with the heal, the CC and everything at the same time is surprising to see that being good. But I think in general she's carried by all of her abilities that deal damage, dealing a ton of damage, and the heal being good. And that's kind of about it, honestly. Atraxi, welcome. I fought you a lot, the team that you have set. We tried a few things against it. It was kind of interesting. Yeah, and other than that, this bloody Mythic Plus is worthless. I just want to say it. At least right here, it is worthless. But I think, wasn't it like for the next Primal Lord that he eats allies or something? Maybe you can use it there. Maybe it's interesting there to be we have a hero now that can revive a few times. And I guess if you get more of those, it becomes a little bit more interesting. So to an extent, this is cool. But like Mythic Plus a little bit worthless. I don't know. The rest is good. Like it's a hero that deals a ton of damage. She can blind, she can heal, and is generally pretty solid. Prone to being power crept. Overall summoning recommendation. Yeah. It's bad to summon her outside of the event, but if you have the gems right now and you want a nice PvP hero, and you should probably see her as that, and the hero that you can use on top of Ravage Swarm, which you should see just as a bonus, then it's cool. Eat summons. Well, then it doesn't matter. But then you can use mid. No. Not mid. I don't want to have like I don't want to have people think that. I put her on a level not as a hyper carry, but I put her in the class of heroes for PvP that I generally consider like damage dealers. So something like an Athalia. Level wise, I don't see her at the level of Athalia. So if you just put two heroes in front of me, if you said like Wraec builds a team, you just show me two heroes, I have to pick between them, and you show me Athalia and Marcille, I pick Athalia every single day, but that's a Celestial Hypergene. I don't know how much that makes a difference for you. Other than that, if I just look for a general damage dealer, I don't know. I have a team. Just thinking about it. I don't know. Like, it's something is this basically. This is a team. It has Pack Bound spell, and it works. It survives. I was just thinking if I would remove. Can I show this? Well, wait. Is this first team the same? Yeah. Basically this. It doesn't matter. Some variation. I was just thinking whether or not I would remove Chimera and put Mercil in there. If I would do that. If that would be interesting. We can kind of try. I think. Wait, let's try that. It's a bit stupid and we use 50 gems for it. But, so this team right here, it wins. So this team wins against that team. So this is a winning team. And I wonder if this stays a winning team if we do this. I wonder if this stays a winning team. Bit of a weird test, but I wonder if that keeps being the case. This second team, by the way, we have to rework that. That didn't win at all. That was horrible. So we have to kind of adjust. I thought it would be nice. It really wasn't. It was really horrible. It gets executed by Cryonaya, which is a little bit bad. Which probably means I should use Athalia. What do I do with Athalia? Why do I have her in this team where it doesn't win? We have this. Can we... Wait a second. Let's do that classically, even though I like the counter. Cryo big for map 2. Yeah. Yeah. But I won't be quicker than him. I doubt it. So I kind of have to win without that. The question is how. So... we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Like this. And... kinda need 2 more euros. This doesn't exactly work, right? Because she will get put into the box. Don't like that. We can do Siren.
Let's see who dares to challenge me.
I don't think Eliseth is the way, right? I like having the... do I put Cider? Could in theory just do the same?
Let me see your despair.
Could in theory just do the same that he does? Just do it a little bit differently. Do it a little bit better. Where's my... why do I have... oh wait, I don't really need... oh wait, nah! Can't really do the same that he does. That doesn't work. Cryo big for map 2. I already read that. What do I put in there? Yes, the Dunlinger, obviously. So we can't... we do have some CC because we will have like the dash of her. Yeah, but I sort of showed the fight before. He would be great for that. Oh wait, can we just... oh no, Diamond is in the other team, right? Did I put Diamond in the other team? Because I like Diamond. I could put Chimera. Chimera to an extent can counter. What do I want to do? I don't even know what I want to do, guys. You guys have me confused. Do I just pressure? I could just pressure, right? We can just pressure a little bit. I don't hate that. But we want to see the first team. The rest really doesn't matter too much. This is crappy though. I want to have a buff here. Buff wise, we could go Leica. Do we have Leica? Yes, Baron. Where is my Leica? Okay. We can do this and probably like this. Don't hate that. Yeah. Okay. Let's see the first team. I want to see if what she can do there. If she can like perform as well as Chimera. It's just about that, really. It's just about that. So we get the ult. Chimera ult coming in. We get our ult. Where is our ult? It's pretty slow. Not that I would say it's like no damage. It's good. Like, what am I supposed to say there? That was pretty good. Oh, he's going to get the bloody ult, isn't he? Oh, he's not? Ah, no, he is! Ah, he gets the ult! Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, no, we got the ult! We got it! W, Hearty defeated on stream, shout out. Joined the wrong guild, mate. I give you that fight. You can have that. We can compare. That's now cool. Actually was like kind of done already. We are going to lose that fight because that's Cider. And it looks very mad. That's nice. Okay, so she was like, interestingly enough, that was a worthwhile addition to my team. Or kinda. I mean, we know we just really got like a better team for the second slot. We really only improved that. But she did a ton of damage. I feel like, yeah. Okay, summoning recommendation goes out for Zenny. Summoning recommendation goes out, guys. Yeah. You kind of want to have that hero, I guess. But the reason Hearty lost in the end is because, well, he ran out of money. He got Igor here 5 stars. The reason that hero is only 5 stars is because he didn't use LD Shop. With LD Shop that would have been crown and he would have won that fight, obviously. So check out the link in the description. I have to make advertisement at some point. But we won that. Yeah, we can compare the fights. Let's just double speed those fights. Let's see what we are. I was a little bit surprised. I feel like, in terms of just the duration of the fight, I feel we were faster with Chimera. But the hits of the fish were insane. Like the first hits, look at the damage. The damage is crazy. 74 seconds remaining. Let's compare with just like this losing fight, but we had like the Chimera in there. 74 seconds remaining. Were we faster? How much remaining? And we didn't win that fight because of Chimera. Because of Mercil. Mercil was not the deciding factor. Ah, look, in this fight, actually Mercil was faster. Mercil cleared that faster than Chimera. We had 71. That's actually a difference. 74 seconds remaining here, 71 on the other Chimera fight. Let's see one more. No, we didn't use the Chimera elsewhere. So as I said, we didn't use the Chimera elsewhere. So considering we already won with Chimera, Mercil didn't add to our victory. Yeah. So that is just what I want to say. Mercil didn't add to the victory that we just got here. 72. Yeah, Mercil was faster. So could be an indication that Mercil is actually better in PvP than Chimera. Yeah, faster and cleaner. We also got overkill on this one. We also got like real overkill. I doubt we needed the Pandora. I doubt we needed the Pandora, guys. I think in the end we just really lost out on like damage. I think if he had more heal, maybe. If we had more heal, maybe. The damage is insane. Like single hit wise. We had, overall had 159 here, we had 200 here. And in this one it was like 169. So it's not like out of the area. But Chimera is also quite good Shane ulter. So she can do some stuff very well back to back. It's not really a problem for her. And we have to see like the difference as well. P3. That is still a P3, guys. We have Crown Chimera. We compare to P3 Mercil. And we see P3 Mercil performing better in that scenario that we set her in. We see P3 Mercil performing better. And keep in mind, that is full P4 that we are fighting. So we are fighting at a Paragon disadvantage. Slight Paragon disadvantage, but Paragon disadvantage. So I think Mercil is interesting. And I also very much so think that we didn't need Pandora. we could have used something else. We could have used the healer or something with Pact Bond. The main goal is anyway to just survive. What if we probably could have gone well with that would have been if we just took out the Pandora, placed the Siren in there, combined those two. Because once you get like the Siren ult off and maybe you get like another explosive in there with like the Mercil, I think it's very good. So Mercil, I would probably rank in the echelon of Chimera, PvP wise. I think that is very, very fair. I think those two are very comparable. And I would say Chimera has the advantage in the damage type, because the good thing with Chimera is you get the true damage. So that can be very good in some situations. If you fight, for example, enemies that are shielded, this is very good. The main hero that got to feel that was Cryonaya, because Cryonaya can be defeated by Chimera and Damien together if they concentrate their true damage attacks on Cryonaya, and because true damage bypasses shields, and Cryonaya's main defensive barrier during her ult is a big shield. You don't have that with Mercil. Mercil doesn't deal true damage. That is in fact magic damage, and against magic damage it is easier to protect yourself, which doesn't mean that necessarily enemies will have better options to sustain that, but it is not quite as versatile. It is not quite as versatile. And there could be situations where you face heroes that have big magic defense buffs, for example, Perseus, and where you would be better with Chimera. But I think, like in the realm PvP, those compete with each other. I think in PvE, in the Dream realm, Chimera is better than Mercil. Mercil is still pretty decent. Not bad, not bad. Still pretty decent. AFK stages, I would say I just didn't see anything that was worthwhile. I will enhance her. We will do a P4 test. I just first want to have the... No, not that. What I first want to have is the copy from the dungeon gifts, because there's one here on day 3. I don't want to waste that. We still have to get 8 copies. Potentially we don't have the gems for that, because it's 78k. Yeah, so a bit of a tough one. Not too sure if that really works out. I can show you something still, because I think that's very interesting. Let me... I think I should hide the screen for a second. Wait, I will do this be right back thing. Taking a break. And I don't trust this support window. If I click the wrong button, I have to edit the stream later, and I'm way too lazy to do that. So, just hide the screen. It doesn't load! Now it loads. Recruitment history. Dimensional call. Oh, you can also filter for rate up return. Okay. There we go. Query results. Wraec with my ID. You can in theory now send me packs via loot bar. We did 1020 pulls for 24 copies of Laios and 27 of Marcille. So 1020 pulls, meaning Laios is always 8. So that's 30 drops in total. So that's good. It's 1020 divided by 30. That's 34. That's not too great. 34 isn't too great, but I always know that people want to see this. The 15 copies of Zenny that we got, actually, that's kind of lit. Got the Gerda 2P4 as well. I'm pretty happy with it. Pretty happy with it. Maybe early DR potential next season for Marcille. Yeah, we are in theory in the area of DR where she does worse, because she doesn't have true damage. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Could be better. Could be better, like at the start of the season. We have to. We kind of can't test it right now, but we'll have to see. How far are we here, by the way? Ooh, 4168. Nice, nice. Okay. Yeah, that would be it for this stream. Hope you have enjoyed it. I certainly had a fun time testing them. For Laios, if you care about him, there will be a video. We will do a video about Laios. Maybe I should do tomorrow's video about Laios and then the PvP Marcille stuff. so that we get out the Laios info a little bit earlier. And we have like a review. But whatever video comes tomorrow, you know, Classic Gazette giveaway will be in it. So, just for you guys, you know. Thanks everybody for joining in. Hope you had a great time. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Especially if you see this as a recording a little bit later, then definitely hit that subscribe button. And other than that, I just wish you a great day. A lot of fun with the collab. And we'll see us in the next one.